a new law that outlaws curbside panhandling in downtown Spokane is not being enforced. Spokane police say up until now they haven't had enough manpower to hand out tickets. But that may be changing with the creation of 7 downtown neighborhood conditions officers. And KXLY4's Jeff Humphrey takes us on a look at the team's first full week on the job.
The new law prohibits panhandlers from reaching across the curb to get a donation from a driver. Even though the illegal handoffs are still happening, a police officer has to see it before he can write a transient a ticket.
We may be able to work with the ordinance, but the problem has been having people down here to enforce it.
When the new ordinance went into effect last October, just 2 officers were assigned to the downtown area. That number's now jumped to 7, but panhandling patrols are still not a top priority.
Been very call driven, and now that the chief has put us down here to start addressing the quality of life issues, you know, we can only do so much.
For example, today the District 8 team had to check out the Sherwood Apartments on reports that transients had strong-armed their way inside the building.
I had some complaints that there was a lot of people coming and going, people living in the hallways, intimidating the residents, just kind of squatting.
Waters learned the problem was a broken lock on the common entryway. It needs to be fixed, but the real improvement is the manager now has Sergeant Waters' cell phone number.
Somebody went to the bathroom in the elevator, and we found some needles in there today and stuff. So I mean, there's definitely a huge quality of life and safety issue.
Safety is also the reason Waters is stepping up enforcement of taxi-only parking zones in front of downtown bars. Police want to make it easy for tipsy patrons to find a cab if they've had too much to drink.
And the city has set aside that space. They charge the taxi drivers quite a lot. I mean, there's a lot of regulations, as you know, and to not be able to park and make their living and get the people home safe, I mean, that's a problem.
So you should know that cars that park in taxi zones can be towed away and impounded, and it takes hundreds of dollars to get those vehicles back. Meanwhile, the police department does plan on tackling illegal curbside panhandling, but right now it's still a little ways down on their things to do list. Reporting in downtown Spokane, Jeff Humphrey, KXLY4.